Our adventure started in Ushuaia, the most southern city in Argentina. It was mid-January, high summer in the Antarctic. We visited the little one-man post office at Tierra del Fuego, the end of the earth. Choppy water on the Beagle Channel hurried us to our small but stable ship, the Sea Spirit, carrying 100 adventurers, 12 guides and naturalists, and 22 crew to take care of us all. We moved out of Drake Passage towards the Falklands, South Georgia, South Orkney, and the Antarctic Peninsula. Everyone was excited. We all had expectations. We all wanted to see penguins, lots of penguins, up close and personal. Our first landing took care of that. Penguins, hundreds of thousands of them. Mating pairs, nesting pairs, juveniles with brown fur coats, hatchlings, all unafraid of us and curious. As we traveled, we saw all kinds of penguins, kings, gentoos, Magellans, rockhoppers, but basically it became a joke. There were basically two kinds of penguins, white coming toward you and black going away. Seals crowded in with the penguins at every landing. Lounging females, untended infants, and juveniles play fighting with each other. There's always a bully, but sometimes the little guy wins. Juvenile fur seals greet the zodiacs with mock attacks. We walked through the colony, disturbing nothing, until a feisty juvenile fur seal decided he didn't like my orange walking stick.
Go away. Go away. Shoo! Go away.
We hiked up to waterfalls, took photos, rafted to cliff-dwelling colonies of animals. We made graveside toasts to Shackleton, Britain's most admired Antarctic explorer, and Frank Wild, his right-hand man. Our kayakers launched for the first time from the beach. We made daily wet landings in improbable locations, walked on beaches, wandered through penguin colonies, climbed hills, always triumphant at the top.
The dirt from coming in here, so
Yes.
it's coming in place. Some more coming in here.
Sailing ever south, we learned about Antarctica's freshwater ice, icebergs, ice sheets, ice floes, ice shelves. We visited penguins living on the ice who delighted in sliding about on their well-fed tummies. We decided to join them. We climbed a mountain, cheered at the top, and made a snowman for Stanford. Back at the ship, an intrepid few took a swim in the Antarctic. 20 of us, some crew included, took the chilly plunge. On board, we who were warm and dry cheered them on. That evening, the naturalists and crew entertained us with a rowdy sea chanty about Frankie Wildo, who we had toasted at his gravesite.
My name is Frankie Wildo, my hut's on Elfin Isle. The most expert of architects can hardly name the style. Yet as I sit inside, I'll snug and hear the tale. It's part of the book with which I tell my tale. Oh, Frankie Wildo, tra-la-la-la-la. Mr. Frankie Wildo, tra-la-la-la-la. My name is Frankie Wildo, my hut's on Elephant Isle. The walls without a single brick, the roofs without a tile. Nevertheless, you must confess by many and many a mile, it's the most palatial place you find on Elephant Isle. Oh, Frankie Wildo, tra-la-la-la-la. Mr. Frankie Wildo, tra-la-la-la-la.
You could feel the camaraderie. The next day, we reached the serious ice, There were icebergs and bergy bits floating around us, growlers that ground along the sides of the ship, and brash ice, little pieces that crackle the most as they melt in the surrounding seawater. The crew found us and delivered hot chocolate laced with Bailey's cream. We toasted the Antarctic and each other and life itself on this earth. Some whales found us and couldn't resist taking a closer look. We moved close to a leopard seal floating on an iceberg. She showed us her teeth, then silently slid into the water, followed us leisurely, and took a bite out of our zodiac. Later, more whales caught up to us and swam alongside the ship, rolling on their sides to eye us better. We passed icebergs that fed our imaginations. Homeward, we crossed the often turbulent Drake's Passage on a quiet sea. We were quiet, remembering. It felt like we had been the first to visit after God's creation.